and welcome back. Amanda Lamb is back in the house, looking glamorous.
I'm wearing black and white, so I go with the set. Have you noticed? I really thought this.
If I take that pink thing out of the way, everything is black and white.
I was really thinking about it. It's like, no, it's black and white. Let's do it.
I said that, you know that Amanda has done the Real Women, Real Makeup, Real Time. I said I'd invite her back and we'd talk about some of her favourite products. Some of which I love, some of which I would loathe. But this is really interesting. Watch this. Go through your favourite. I asked for 5. She's managed to
I've snuck 6 in.
It's a great product. I love that product.
Yeah, I love all of these products. And when you said about bringing in your favourite products, I mean, God, I could have been here literally for hours. So I've tried to sort of cherry pick it down to the ones that are my current favourites, the ones that I use on a daily basis, the ones that have rescued my children's skin.
And your skin as well.
And my skin as well. So should we start with, I think the biggest skin problem that I've got.
I love this product.
Oh my God, it's so
Did I get you on
good? I think you probably did actually, and I have tried everything known to man. So I suffer from something that I think probably a lot of you suffer from, and it's called, I can't even say it. What's it called? Keratosis pilaris. That's it, isn't it?
Yes,
keratosis
which is those little red
pilaris
bumps on the backs of your arms and legs.
All here. It looks like chicken skin. You know when you get a freshly plucked chicken and it's all bumpy and it's red and it's disgusting. And I used to just have it here on my arms.
You must have been so conscious when you were filming abroad. Yeah,
but funnily enough, it used to go when I got a suntan or I was darker. It seemed to go, and I think it was probably the sunlight and exfoliating, etc., etc. I have had it my whole adult life.
Have the girls got it?
No. Willow, possibly. I can sort of maybe
see the beginning
because it's hereditary. My mum had it. I think my sister's got it.
Mm-hmm. You can use this on children.
Excellent, because I have tried. I've drunk herbal tea. I've used Chinese medicine. I've painted this weird potion on my arms that some Chinese woman said would cure it. I've done everything known to man. And I remember when I got married. I still had it. I couldn't get rid of it. And in theory, I chose a dress because I loved my dress and I thought it was beautiful, but you could see my arms. And so there's lots of shots of me at the wedding kind of like that, sort of trying to hide them. And when this product launched, which was what, 5 years ago now?
Yeah, probably 4 or 5 years ago.
4 or 5 years ago.
Is the AMELIORATE Transforming Body Cream. I use the lotion.
Yeah, so Nadine uses the lotion. I've tried the lotion and I've tried the scrubs and I've tried the shower gels, and it made it better, but it didn't eradicate it completely. And I noticed last year, I started having my legs waxed. So I've always been a shaver, can't be fannied around with waxing. But I started getting them waxed, and then I noticed that the keratosis pilaris had spread to my legs as well, and on my shins in particular. So in the summer months, it was like, oh God. So there was a lot of maxi dresses.
It, right?
It's a blockage of...
Yes, it's a blockage of the hair follicle with dead keratin, and it tends not to be around the big hairs. It tends to be around the super fine downy hairs, almost the ones that when you get cold you feel your hair stand up. It's those, and the waxing process rips those out.
Yeah.
And if you rip them out, then you cause up an inflammation.
And that's exactly what was happening.
And if you're prone to it, it can spread.
And I remember last sort of summertime, getting the dresses out and thinking, oh my God. I mean, not only did I look like a Yeti, because I tend to not bother shaving or doing anything in the winter months and just hope no one notices, but I was like, oh my God, what's happened to my legs? And they were tons and tons of red bumps. So I'm almost like a last ditch attempt this was, and I just thought, I've tried everything else, I'll give it a go. And probably within about 2 weeks, I started to notice a difference.
It's amazing.
And I bought a very inexpensive, I think it was about, I don't know, 4 or 5 quid bar of soap with the salicylic acid
in it.
Salicylic acid, see, she's so clever.
Is it physically rough as well, the soap?
Yes, and it's got tiny little granules in it.
Yeah.
It's like a pink one.
Do you remember what make it was?
Amazon. No, I'll try and find out and let you guys know.
If we do, I'll drop it.
If you Google that acid soap on Amazon, it will come up and it's pink and it's got little granules. So I just give my arms and my legs a scrub in the shower, and then I put this stuff on. It's quite thick. I mean, it's not. It's not the lotion.
Which is why I don't like it. It's quite gunky.
So you don't need a lot. I mean,
so the active ingredient is lactic acid in it, and
it's not that offensive.
It goes a long way. I don't care. I quite like my skincare to smell of active ingredients. It smells slightly yogurty is the way I would describe it, because lactic acid is derived from milks. And then, do you apply this at night or during the day?
I do both. When you know, like
When it's
now,
bad,
because we're about to start prepping for springtime.
For the beach.
For the beach, God. I'm going to Marrakesh in April with some girlfriends, all of which are like that. So I'm going to be on the other side of the pool. In a caftan.
Slathered in that, right.
Yeah, so I'm sort of starting to prep it now. And when I can remember. It's funny, I don't know about you guys, but I spend so much time on my face skin and my hair.
And you just ignore everything from here. That's so British.
We're both, what, 5'11"?
Yeah.
There's a lot of us.
There's a lot, yeah.
You know, sometimes
be there all day.
I've literally not got time.
That's why I'm not good with body creams. I'm like, really?
No, I'm terrible.
So when you sleep in that at night,
Yeah.
are you slightly sort of sticky and sort of...
I tend to put it on...
Does Sean kind of go...
Sean sticks to me. I wake up and I'm like, wow!
Sean's a husband. You've got that cream on again.
Yeah, I tend to sort of put it on about an hour before I go to
so
bed.
it sinks in.
Just to sort of let it... I'll stick that one over there.
It's such a great product. They're really good products.
Let's move on.
And I have to say, can I just say, I agree with you. I think the bath oils and the scrubs and the lotions, like, they're all a bit additional. I just think you want the proper original transforming body lotion and the cream. The other ones are okay, but that's what really works.
But also, I don't know about you, but I'm trying really hard not to overcomplicate my entire life, including my beauty regime.
Yeah.
You know, because...
So you want a simple, fast, effective.
Yeah. I want something that I can use in the shower. I want something that I can put on when I get out of the shower. Done. Thanks.
Totally agree. Talking of which, this is amazing as well.
Oh, Jeezy. Right, this is...
Estee Lauder DAYWEAR.
Estee Lauder DAYWEAR Multi-Protection Antioxidant Sheer Tint Release Moisturiser.
SPF 15.
You might want to work on the title of that because we haven't got all day.
It's just DAYWEAR.
I
remember when this was launched and
Oh
it was
my God.
completely revolutionary. And this is the basis of Trini's BFF.
It is unbelievable. And honestly, you really need to give it a go. I mean, I'm not being paid to say this. I am in love with this product. I first discovered this product back in 2005.
Yeah.
And I'd gone to stay in Tunbridge Wells and I was going to a wedding and I'd forgotten my makeup and I was like... So, I rushed into, I think it's Hooper's in Tunbridge Wells, and this had just launched and they'd said to me, do you want to try it? And I put it on and I was like, whoa-sies, hold up, that's not my face.
Yeah. So it's this weird grey silvery cream, just like Trini's BFF, which is essentially a dupe of it with a higher SPF in it. And then what happens is when you apply it, it releases the pigment onto the skin and it mimics your own skin colour. I know that sounds weird, but look, you see that? It's just gone from silver to sort of a tanned colour.
I don't tend to use this product in the winter because my skin is much paler in the winter than it is in the summer. But in the summer months, this is all I use. Well, I might use a primer as well, but I pretty much, that's it. Especially on holiday, like if I'm going out in the evening on holiday, or it's
So it's on that hand, not on that hand.
It's really hard to try and explain it. And like
it's one of those ones it was completely revolutionary at the time.
Weird grey blobby thing.
And yet it breaks and it's got these little balls and they break when you rub it in and then they release the pigment, and the pigment is designed to mimic your skin colour.
But it always goes, I think, a couple of shades darker.
I quite like that.
Yeah, but if you are going to use it, make sure that you blend down here.
Yeah.
See, because I'm married to a cameraman who forgets that he's not filming me a lot, so we can be walking down the street and he'll stop and he'll go like that at me. So if you are going to use it, just make sure that you blend it.
Soft focus, which I think is also the SPF in it as well. It's an absolutely brilliant product.
Honestly, even if you do...
So I'm glad you brought it in because it's a real unsung hero and I'd forgotten how good it was.
If you're a bit dubious about it, because it is an odd product if you've never used it before.
You've got to, like, when you go on counter, ask to see it, get it, put it, sadly you have to go on counter without any makeup on, that's the problem. Put it on, walk away, come back an hour later, and then you'll see, then you'll be convinced at how good it is.
It is amazing.
You can't just put it on the back of your hand and go, it's amazing, it's such a great product.
It's unbelievable. Right, talking about, talking about tans. In fact, I want to do this first, ONDERSCRUB.
Go on. Now, you see, I don't like physical scrubs. Tell me why you like physical scrubs. This is Beauty Pie ONDERSCRUB. It's their microdermabrasion.
They've just launched it, haven't they? It's not been out for very long.
I love the packaging.
Oh, I keep banging on about Beauty Pie, but I am ever so impressed with what they're doing. So this is... I like the feeling, after about 2 or 3 days of using my normal sort of skincare, it feels a bit clogged. And I did have, like everyone probably, the Clarisonic Mio.
Yeah.
and that feels good, but I like a scrub. I like the...
You're so representative of your generation.
What, old?
So you don't, because you don't use any acid exfoliants at all, do you?
No, but that's because I don't know about them.
Right, okay. You're gonna leave here today with one, and then we'll get you off the scrubs. Two.
I bought like a massive car.
Yeah.
But no, that's because I don't know
I was telling
enough
my sister
about
about your car the other day. I need to remember what it's
Oh
called.
yeah, it's a Mini Countryman.
Is it the Countryman?
Yeah.
She said it was the Countryman.
Yes, it's a Countryman. But yeah, I am a bit old school. I like the feeling that this gives. The other one that I really like is the Dermalogica powder one.
The Daily Microfoliant.
That's really good too. And I really like this. This one comes out like that, and it's tiny, tiny little microbeads. And what I tend to do on a Sunday night, right, is bath night in my house for me. I mean, I do wash for the other 6 days of the week, but Sunday night, the kids watch Doctor Who. I go upstairs, I light candles, it's my hour. I think when I was a kid, did you used to have a bath on a Sunday night before school?
We only had a bath.
Yeah, no, me too. And I used to share it with the other two kids.
Yeah. You'd always want to be the first person to get the water. And sometimes after my sister and I had a bath, my dad used to come up and use the water afterwards.
Yeah, well, we've all been there.
Sorry.
But what I do with this is I tend to...
Actually, it's not as scrubby as I thought it was going to be.
No, it's not, is it?
That doesn't deserve the term microdermabrasion. That is super lightweight.
See?
Look, it's just rolling off.
Cross it over from the dark side.
It's just rolling off the DAYWEAR underneath it.
But it's also got fruit enzymes and volcanic lava spheres in it. But what I tend to do with it is while my bath is running, I will cleanse my skin, and then I put a very thin layer of this on for about 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, because then the enzymes will get to work.
They all get going. And
does it tingle?
No, it doesn't at all. And then you just wash it off with a cloth, and it, yeah, see, feel that.
Oh no, I take it back. That's really nice.
Thank you.
Completely convinced.
Grandmother sucking eggs.
ONDERSCRUB.
Something.
Yes. Do you know why? Because I looked at it, because it says
you think it's
biodermabrasion face polish. That's overselling it. It's not that gritty. It's not hard on the skin. It's really nice. Yeah. I get it.
And it just leaves
so smooth.
I know. But if you leave it
Kilgore, you've killed it yet again.
If you leave it on for about 3 or 4 minutes and then take it off, your skin feels so much nicer. And so I probably use that maybe 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah, really nice.
Or I'll slap it on in the morning before I get in the shower and do all my other bits, and then get in the shower and wash it off. Followed by, so I love this product. We're going to have a nice little debate about this. This is a brand called DELAROM, who are a Parisian brand. I think the people that set this up came from Declior, so it's a very similar product. It's it's all organic. They use lots of essential oils. So this is the anti-aging balancing aroma, and they do 2 different ones. The one that I like has got magnolia flower in it. It's a face oil. I use this at night. So my Sunday night routine, bath, put that on, rinse it off, and then when I get in the bath, or just before I get in the bath, I put some of this on.
In the bath?
Not in, I don't put it in the, I mean I put it on my face, and then I lie down, and then the steam kind of...
So you turn into a bit of a spa ritual.
God, I'm so old school. I do. I like candles.
You are, your beauty is very much reflective of the generation. Yeah. No, I'm 10 years older, I mean, please.
And I love the smell of this.
It smells like a spa. It's loaded with essential oils, which means I would never put it on my face, but I would like it on my body.
But you know what else I do?
It's very lightweight oil. It goes in really quickly.
It's lightweight. It sinks in. I kind of put it all over here.
It does. I mean, I put that in a diffuser. It smells beautiful.
But what I also do, I don't know about the rest of you, but I have the driest cuticles, and I am yet to find a hand cream that I like. I hate.
Oh, I'll give you one of those as well.
Yet to find.
That would work.
Yeah, no, it's too gloopy. I don't like.
Sleep in it.
Nah. The only one I used to like was the Dermalogica one, but I think they've stopped doing it now. But I also tend to, once I put it on the back of my hand and I put it all over my face, I'll just rub it in my cuticles as well.
Bath,
yeah, and that really works too. So that I'm a massive fan of. They've got lots and lots of different really lovely products. Their cleansing gel as well. They have a cleansing gel. Forgotten what it's got in it. It's like a papaya one. That's lovely as well. So that's another must. 2 more. I mean, we all love this.
No, but it's only just been launched. How did you find out about this? Because it's amazing.
I have always been a big fan of the drops that you add to your moisturiser.
Yeah,
so I used to love the Clarins one, that little Clarins one. I'll lay you on.
They were the first people to do it.
My husband, Sean, used it once, and I didn't tell him you had to mix it in.
He just put it straight on his face.
Isn't that evil?
Oh my God, what colour did he go?
Well, he's Irish as well, so he's got that really sort of pasty, mottled skin.
That's cruel.
He's got that real Irish, you know, that beautiful sort of pale Irish skin.
So did he go orange?
His beard went a bit Jean-Gere, yeah. His beard was really...
So I love the drops that you mix in with your serum.
Always love those.
And I always said, they used to say put it in your moisturiser. I always used to put it in my hyaluronic acid, and then they launched this. Which is essentially DHA and hyaluronic acid. It is TANLUXE SUPERGLOW.
SUPERGLOW, and it is
amazing.
I mean, I think it's probably up there in my top 5 all-time favourite products.
I think it's the best fake tan.
And Sean has used this, and he hasn't gone a strange colour.
Totally.
He'll kill me.
How many times do you have to use it?
I use it, I've used it for the last probably 2 nights.
Yeah, I think you begin to notice the difference after 2 or 3 nights.
You don't want to go too much, because otherwise you'll wake up looking like Dale Winton or David, what's his face? Dickinson.
Dickinson.
You don't want to go over the top. But you'll see it. You'll wake up in the morning.
You'll just have a glow.
Yeah, it's quite subtle.
Yeah, it
it's
is
nothing
subtle.
like us do. It's really subtle. But you
really lovely product, and it's loaded with hyaluronic acid, so you get that instant. It doesn't smell of DHA. It gives an instant plumping glow. You could use it during the day, but I would agree I'd use it at night. And you just wake up in the morning and you think, like, if you've only had 4 hours sleep, you still look like you've got 8 hours sleep. It's amazing. Yeah. And then as you use it over the coming nights, you remember to wash your hands afterwards. By the way, Then you wake up about 3 days later and you're like, oh, I look like I've had a weekend away.
Yeah, you just wake up looking much more refreshed. And I think if you use that and that together,
that's a good combination. Yeah,
that's a really good combo. And it just blurs everything, makes everything look fresher.
It's perfect no makeup.
Exactly. And this is my last thing, because I've actually had 5, but because she's very
Now, I in the past have been taking the mickey out of this, and when I did Come Shopping With Me in Selfridges, loads of people were like, don't be rude about that product, it's amazing. This is Egyptian magic. Tell me why you like it.
Right, so it's more for my children. So for any of you that have young children, my youngest daughter Lottie suffered really badly for a couple of years with weird skin. I mean, I can't...
What do you mean by weird
Well,
skin?
it wasn't psoriasis, it wasn't eczema. She would just get these little dry patches, or sometimes on her eyelids, or it was nearly always on her face, or like around here. And we did everything. We did allergy testing at the hospital. We went to the doctor and had like Diprobase and this, that and the other, and Olutan, and she'd get some on her arms or backs of her knees or elbows. So sort of where kids sweat a lot.
So sort of, it's like a dermatitis.
It was almost like, yeah, that's exactly it. It wasn't eczema, but she suffered with it quite badly on her face. It used to get worse when we went abroad. And there was one year we were on the plane and I went, I've forgotten her cream. And so I got the old duty free out on the plane and they had that. And I thought, do you know what, I'll give it a crack. And ever since I've tried it, it is by far the best cream that I've ever used on her skin.
For dry skin conditions.
Just any little, it doesn't, because I don't know whether any of you guys have got children that have got dry skin conditions.
So the active ingredients, in fact the entire list of ingredients are olive oil, beeswax, honey, bee pollen, propolis and royal jelly. So it's essentially olive oil and all the bees.
But you
products,
look what you found as well. This is, I literally grabbed this from my daughter's pot. There's a plaster stuck to that because all kids, there's always plasters everywhere in my house. But also it doesn't hurt her skin, because sometimes I'd get stuff from the doctor.
Why don't you put that on your cuticles?
I do sometimes. Like again, you know, if I'm putting it on her face before she goes to bed at night, because at the moment, because it's, you know, it's still winter, she's got a little bit just here where I think she must go like that every morning, and it's just a tiny little bit, and dab that on and it's gone.
Straight away.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant stuff, and it's not that expensive, I don't think. Well, they're about what, 15 quid for a
It's just like a multi-purpose anti-inflammatory hydrating
bit of everything,
cream.
a bit like the 8 Hour cream, but not as heavy, because I tried 8 Hour cream.
But it's a bit like the 8 Hour cream, but it's naturally derived rather than petroleum derived.
Yeah, it's honestly, if you've got kids or yourself that are suffering from any form of dry skin condition, give it a crack, because it is flipping brilliant.
How long did her skin clear up after a while?
Yeah.
And it's stopped now?
Yeah.
So if you feel it come back, you just nip it in the bud straight away? I nip it in the bud with that. I take it back. There I am. Granny, suck eggs. I love that you said that. I think I've finally taught the granny, the beauty granny, to suck eggs. absolutely
That's
brilliant.
all of them. I mean,
no, I think
go
they're
on
good.
forever, but-
The only one I wouldn't use is that. But I mean, I get that people love essential oils, and I'm going to give you Vintner's Daughter, which you will absolutely love, which is the super high end
We'll try
version.
them all.
Trini's completely obsessed as well. She loves it. I just feel that with essential oils, there is a certain percentage of the population who are sensitised to it. You won't notice straight away, but over time, I just think it can give you sensitive skin. That said, I love the smell of essential oils. I love the smell of spas. I would put it in my bath. I'd put it up to my nipples, but nowhere higher.
Put it on your nipples. See what happens
I'm
then.
not sure about that. Yeah.
But you know, I really like Aesop do that lovely fabulous face oil, and I think for me a lot of it is the sensory thing as well as, I mean, I know you're very
it's the
active
me time,
ingredient.
isn't it?
Yeah, but also it's
Also, can I just say, so Amanda went and had a facial the other day because she uses a fair level of actives, but she doesn't use like retinols and vitamin C and stuff like that. You went for a
I don't even know what it was.
Medicate facial.
Yeah.
How long do your face take to recover?
About a week.
Yeah.
But now
Now it's amazing.
Now
But they
it's
didn't
really-
warn you that your skin would peel off for a week afterwards.
No,
That's a
no.
high level of active. That's my definition of great skin.
yeah, you see that. But I mean, I have to say now
Your skin looks beautiful.
it is amazing.
Yeah.
But
But they didn't tell you that they would be
Well, I didn't realise what was.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on.
No.
I thought, well, that feels a bit weird. I was like, what?
But your skin is looking really good now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm going to wean her off the essential oils and onto the actives.
Watch this
If you
space.
follow her on Instagram at Miss Amanda Lamb, you can see the results when her
yeah,
face
yeah.
starts to fall off. Amanda's amazing. If you watch the original video where she did Wear Real Women, Real Makeup, Real Time, she talks a little bit about herself. She loves beauty, she loves fashion, she's all about interiors as well, and I want to encourage her to create more and more and more Instagram. So go over and follow her at Miss Amanda Lamb as well. I'll get her here as well. Any questions you want to ask her about any of her products,
yeah.
join in, we'll get her to join in. Are you on YouTube? You signed into YouTube? You'll need to sign into YouTube so that you can answer all the questions. I'll teach her how to do it. We're going to set her up a Facebook group as well now, so she'll also have a
looking
Facebook
after
group.
me. I am a technical dinosaur.
What did we decide? So you've got a Facebook page called Miss Amanda Lamb.
Yeah.
A private page, obviously, as well, which is just for friends. So what are we going to call your
We're
group?
going to call it Everybody Loves Amanda Lamb.
Which is not her being egotistical.
No.
It's because a couple of years ago there was a TV show called Harry Hill's TV Burp, and he did this entire continual thread where he was singing a song. How did
About
it
me.
go? You're not a
Amanda Lamb,
Amanda
Lamb, everybody loves Amanda Lamb. My kids sing it all the time, and it is so
And then it was like,
embarrassing.
you're a not a something, you're a something, everybody loves Amanda.
Amanda Ham, Amanda Spam, Amanda, that. You Google it,
Yeah.
YouTube it, it's on YouTube.
Google it, it's hilarious. So we're now going to set up a Facebook group called Everybody Loves Amanda Lamb, because they bloody do. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing. I'll put all the details of the products down below. If you want her to do any more filming with me, suggest what you want us to talk
Oh,
about.
we've got loads to talk about.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
We're now going to go off, spill the tea and gossip. See you soon. Bye.